Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I'm kind of excited for today because I found a bunch of cool stuff, and I wasn't really supposed to buy a bunch of cool stuff today, but I did. First off, what y'all are probably most interested in, we have Battle Region, the newest Japanese set with a really fancy sparkling Pokemon, but more importantly, it has that absolutely amazing Cynthia and Garchomp card. So cool. So yes, we have that. We got one box. I was supposed to get two, but I was only able to get one. So we've got that. I'm excited about it. If it sells well, I'll try to get more. But yeah, I was only able to get the one. But now to what I am most excited about. So, I was just supposed to buy more double feature for a while. But I actually found a place locally that had it for a good price. And so I have more now. And then I also found some Core 2021 packs, which is something I've wanted to open for a little while. I actually bought 5, but I was impatient and I opened 2 of them earlier, but I still have 3 more. But that's not all. I also got a fat pack from 2014 Core. I've never opened this set before. There is a card from the set that I really want. I'm probably going to end up trading for it because I know somebody that does have one, but if I pull it, then it's super cool. So yeah, we've got that. That's pretty fancy. And I also found a Throne of Eldraine gift bundle, which I'm so stoked about because the set is absolutely fantastic. And it's a gift bundle, which makes it even better because it's got a collector booster pack. I've never opened a collector pack of Throne of Eldraine. Just like a couple boxes. Also, the dice is really pretty and the box is shiny. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Oh, and we have one more thing that I'm really excited about. And another present from Joe. So, I'm gonna start with this one. See if I can figure out how to open it without damaging whatever's inside. So, get a little snip on the top there. Alright, we're getting started. I'm pretty excited to see whatever this is. It's kind of strangely packaged for certain. The last time I got something from Joe, it was the RCS and Flapple, and I absolutely love those. So, what we got? This corner does not want to come out. I love the Amazon packaging too. Very nice. Okay, there we go. To the mysterious whatever's in here. I guess you just gotta like slice the tape. That didn't work very well. There we go. That was a little bit better. I'll slice this one. Maybe. Okay, I think 2 should be enough. Oh. Interesting. Oh my gosh. I like this. I like this very much. It's an RCS mouse pad! Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Gotta put my mouse on it. Except that I don't want to put my mouse on it. It's too pretty. I don't technically know if it's just a mini play mat or a mouse pad, but either way, I'm in love with it. Thank you so much, Joe. That's fantastic. That's definitely staying there for the rest of the stream, so y'all can see it. I'm gonna so you can see the whole thing. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. Alright, well that was a very, very exciting way to start this stream. More beautiful RCS. There we go. That's perfect. It's so pretty. I love it. That's amazing. That's so amazing. Also, welcome to everyone in the chat. It's great to have y'all. Okay, now what should I open first? No, I guess I'll finish off these first, since they're the only thing that's not, like, in a sealed box or whatever. There's really, there's, like, some uncommon cards in this set that I know have become really good, that I'm kind of hoping that I can get one or two of them. They're the different, like, shrines. Because apparently those have gotten really popular, because they recently made a commander that's good for shrines. So, yeah. Alright, we're starting off with these cat tokens. Ooh, fancy island. We got a conspicuous snoop. I forgot that these ones have the rares in the front. A kite sail freebooter. Griffin airy. Seasoned Hallowblade. Warded battlements. Got masked blackguard. Frost breath. Run afoul. Silent dart. Snare spinner. Rise again. Hobble fiend. Cancel. Just like, nah, fam. And secure the scene. Alright, no shrines in that one. I don't have any idea whether this, rare is good or not, though, as I have never actually seen it before. Conspicuous snoop. Kind of funny. It's actually a couple dollars. We take that. See if I can find a sleeve for it. That's not the sleeve I want. Okay, we're gonna grab a new pack of sleeves. There we go. This is what I'm excited about. I love the tokens. I mean, my first deck was literally a token spam deck. It really shouldn't be that surprising that I like tokens. I love Fantasyland, so I'm excited about this one. Put it in my deck if I wanted to, though it's already full of a lot of fancy lands. I did finally finish my second commander deck last night. The milling deck with Penax, God of Deception, is officially playable. I'm not gonna call it done per se, because I'm working on trading for a few more cards for it, but it is ready that I can play it if I don't get those cards in time. Except that I was gonna get a play on Wednesday, but I ended up getting asked to work on Wednesday, so I have to wait till Friday to test it out. Unless I can somehow get, like, find some people to play another time this week when I don't work, which I don't know when that's gonna be. 'Cause tomorrow I work, and then it's standard night, so I'm actually going to play standard for the first time. And I actually found a deck for a great price that I just bought that I'm going to work on just a little bit to make it a little bit better tonight so that I'm ready to play after work tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I guess I'll be free. No, I won't be free earlier in the day because I'm going to be getting some fancy stuff from my vintage guy. I for sure am getting Shining Legends, and I'm not 100% certain yet, but I might get that one Japanese Neo, whatever it was, pack. I don't actually remember. Was it Neo Discover? I don't know, but yeah, I might get that, but for sure the Shining Legends. We'll see about the other thing. Yes, milling! Well, I'm glad somebody's enthusiastic about it. I told my brother about it last night, and he's like, oh, so just one of those decks that drives everyone else crazy? And I'm just like... But I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be so much fun to play. I'm really looking forward to getting to play it. But yeah, tomorrow I get to play standard with my little standard deck. I can grab that. It's just back here, I think. Oh yeah. Came with this cute little green box. Little silly box. It's got nice green dice too. But yeah, I got it for under $20, and I opened it up, and the first card in it was like a $15 card, and I'm like, I think I got a good deal on this. I mean, most of the cards aren't particularly expensive ones, but overall, seems like it should be fun. Let's see, where's the little thing I came with it? It's called Counter Surge. So it's mostly about like using +1/+1 counters, which are always fun. But yeah, I'm gonna work on improving it just a little bit to make it a little better. So it's green-black. But yeah, so that is the deck that will be my first one, standard-wise. I mean, I technically got 2 decks, but the other one might just be like a kind of keep sealed sort of thing, because I got it for like $15. but it's like a $50 deck, so I'm kind of like, well, this is just cool. It's a little older. It's like an invasion deck, so I also have that. Here, I'll just show you. Yeah, see? There's my invasion blowout deck. I don't actually know how accurate the $50 is, but there's literally only one listing on TCG Player for it, and it's $50. I don't know about what it goes for on eBay though. But either way, it definitely doesn't seem to be a deck that too many people have. Invasion blowout deck. Also, my fingernails are short right now, and it's driving me crazy. But I had to shorten them because they were falling off, and I went bowling tonight. And I knew that I couldn't have long nails to go bowling, so I had to trim them, and I hate it. It feels so wrong. Oh yeah, no, on eBay it's like $50+. So in conclusion, I don't know why it was that cheap, but I guess I win. I actually haven't had a chance to look at like really what it's about. I want to look at what cards are in it before I decide if I'm going to open it or not. But it's apparently an expert level deck too. Says right there. Also says on the top. Yeah, apparently it's red, black, and sounds pretty exciting. So I'm gonna look into that more later. Then, who's my commander? It's Fenix, God of Deception. Let me grab my deck and I'll show y'all. Has some tokens on top of it. It's got a green box. Even though it's my blue-black deck, I really should put my green-white deck in this deck box, but my other deck is currently in a Karina from Pokémon deck box. Last card doesn't work. Last couple of cards. No, just last card. Very fancy foil from this lovely set back here. I'm so excited to open more of because I'm kind of obsessed with double feature. But yeah, here's my commander. The next, God of Deception. So first off, he's indestructible. No, I can look up the deck list, I just haven't yet. That's why I have to, you know, do that. So I'm gonna look at the deck list and then I'll look into it more, but I just found it and kind of like looked it up to see if like, I'm like, is this just a really bad deck? Because it's really cheap. But I was like, this doesn't look like it's supposed to be a really bad deck, but whatever it was, I was just like, okay, this is like a $50 deck. It's $15 right now. Either I'll get a really good deck or I'll just sell it and, you know, make some money. But yeah, so here's my commander. He's indestructible, as long as your devotion to blue and black is less than 7. He isn't a creature. I don't understand how devotion works entirely yet, so I gotta figure that out, but yeah. And then, it says, creatures you control have tap. Target player puts the top X cards of their library into their graveyard, where X is the creature's toughness. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. But, I got some cards. If y'all don't know, I really like alt-win cards. So, this is the first alt-win card. Well, actually, this was the last alt-win card I added, technically. But it makes you have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. And also, you can do 3 and 1 blue and draw a card. Showed me the commander. I'm really, really, really excited about this deck. Like, I thought I was excited about my Tristani deck, but now this milling deck, I'm so stoked for it. And we got a bunch of fancy lands, like I said. Look, like, even, like, the closest thing I have to a normal land in here is the Phyrexian Swamp, which is not a normal land, because it's a Phyrexian. I have 2 of those. Got a bunch of the unstable lands, fancy, stuff. Oh, something. Well, that's the same one! I pulled this one from a Jumpstart pack, though, so I didn't realize it was the exact same one, but cool. So, yeah. I guess I already got one of those in here. And we have more unstable lands, because these are so cool. And Kamigawa. And there's one from Midnight Hunt. Got some special lands. More from Double Feature. And then so these. Of course, I cannot afford an Underground Sea, but I really love making proxy cards. And I wanted one in here, so here's my custom Underground Sea. Not gonna lie, I think it turned out really cool. There's that one, and then here's my second proxy card, the Morphic Pool, and this one also turned out so good. And so I'm really stoked about having all of those. I might make one more proxy. I don't like want to have a bunch of proxies in my deck. When it comes to expensive lands that I can't find, like I mean, I didn't try to find the Underground Sea, but I'm pretty certain there's not going to be one I'm going to find anywhere nearby. And I don't think I'm that interested in buying an $800+ card online. That's just not really how I roll. But yeah, so I've got those two, but there's one more. Oh, it's something Isle that I want to. Tainted Isle, that's what it's called. I've got a sticky note. And so I haven't been able to find one yet, so I might just make one, but I might not. And then I think that's the last of the lands. See, I got my artifacts. This is the artifact I'm the most excited about. Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller mills a card. I played against somebody playing this card, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need that. And so he was like, I've got an extra one. I was like, so I made him a custom token card. It wasn't custom, it was like, you know, a proxy, but I did customize. It looks so cool. I should show you guys what I traded to get this. Let me find my picture of it. Cause, like, legit, it turned out so good. I was pretty amazed, especially for something that I literally drew at like 6 a.m. before I went to bed. Cause that's what I do. So this is a token that he needed, but this token is ridiculously hard to pull in Kamigawa. And so this was my take on it. I did kind of like a closer up, and oh my gosh, it turned out so cool. So that was a token that I traded to get my Mesmeric Orb that I'm so excited about because, oh my goodness, going against this card, it was really something, but I was like, okay, I have to have this card in my deck. So now I have it. It's crazy, especially if someone's got like, you know, 10, 15 lands going and like 5 or 6 creatures. Man, it's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. So I also just barely bought this one. Whenever an opponent loses life, that player puts that many cards from the top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So that one's fun. Just, you know, multitasking, except that anybody can do the damage, and then you get to watch them all mill out, and it's so much fun. And a couple random things. This one's a no max hand size thing. Drawing cards. This one, since it's a blue-black, I have a lot of graveyard stuff with all the milling, because if everybody's going to be milling cards, a lot of stuff is going to end up in a graveyard. And so when the right moment comes, I just snatch up my Rise of the Dark Realms. Bam, all the creatures in all the graveyards are mine. So excited. I have a Profane Tutor. Didn't get a Demonic Tutor yet. So we have this one. Do you have Mind Crank? Yep. Just had to get there after the Mesmeric Orb. But yeah, so we do be gotten that. When I was looking at EDH Rec, that was one of the cards I was like, oh yeah, I definitely need to get a hold of that one. And it wasn't too bad price-wise, and I just was able to find one at work. So yeah. Also, Reanimate, Strategic Planning, Maddening, Cacophony. I just barely added this one. But each opponent mills 8 cards. If this spell was kicked, 3 and 1 blue. Instead, each opponent mills half their library rounded up. I love this. I love that. We got Fractured Sanity, Thought Scour, Consider. Look at my pretty counter spell. I love this card. I was so excited when I pulled it. I was like, I know I'm going to use this in a deck. Here we go. It's in my deck. We got Thought Collapse, Factor Fiction, and now here's a card that I'm very excited because this is going to be for a crazy combo. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And then I got this, whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. I don't actually know what happens in a game when you get these two together, but I want to experience. So yeah, we've got the Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood. It's gonna be great. There's Zombie Infestation, and then of course I had to put a Meat Hook Massacre in here because I can't stop pulling these this set. I bet there's gonna be another Meat Hook in here at this point. It'd be weird if it didn't. It'd break the streak. Then we also have a Ristic Study. I was so excited when I pulled this. Then we have Teferi's Tutelage, Teferi's Ageless Insight. We got Tezzeret. Look how cool this card looks. So legit, I was just going through some of my boxes of stuff that I hadn't gone through in a little bit, and I wasn't really sure what was in there. I go through and I find this, and I'm like, since when did I have a Tezzeret of Flesh that looked this freaking cool? Because I was just gonna put my regular foil one in there, but this card, way better. So this is the one that gets to go in there. Then I have Professor Onyx, pulled that from my Strixhaven box last week. Should be pretty great. I don't really remember what all it does, but I'm gonna cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Fun. Especially with the Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood. And then you lose 1 life with the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Working out towards that self-mill, but gives you a chance to, pick a little bit more of what you're, getting rid of. And each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. Nice. Then each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times. I love it. And then now my boy, Jace Wilder Mysteries. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. I love alt-win cards so much. They got +1, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into the graveyard, and then you draw 2 cards. Or -8, draw 7 cards. Then if you have no cards in your library, you win the... So excited about that one. I kind of put a lot of Planeswalkers in this deck, but I don't know. I kind of was having fun with them. This one, though, I really hope I get to use Teferi Master Time and eventually get this take 2 extra turns. I feel like people are going to hate it so much. And I can't blame them because I would hate it if I had to deal with it. But from my perspective, getting to play that, if eventually I ever get there, that's going to be fantastic. Then we've got some enchantments here. The Revenge of the Ravens. So that's just another creature. Can tap opponent stuff. Actually, this card is probably going to be traded out once I get some more of the cards that I'm looking for, so not yet. Then we've got Pilfered Plans. I just found this when I was going through some of my stuff, and then I was looking at EDH rec, and it was one of the top few sorcery cards. I was like, okay, I guess I'm putting that in. Then we have Memory Deluge. I also just found out that I had this last night and was like, well, okay, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest to the bottom of your library in a random order. So usually that would be 4, but if you use the flashback, it's 7. So pretty helpful. We got Mirror Maid, copy. Have Improvise and draw X cards. I don't really care about the Improvise part, but I'll just draw X cards. Cool. I'll take that. Then we got Solve the Equation, because this card is expensive for an uncommon for a reason. You got Consuming Tide, a little bit of a board wipe with a twist. Should be fun. We got this dude. This is so rude because you just destroy lands. Just feel like, oh, that's a real nice looking land you got there. I'ma just gone. I'm kind of excited to use him. It's gonna be painful for everyone else, but I'm going to have fun. Then we have the Sedgemoor Witch, Kira Great Glass Spinner. I like this because creatures you control whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability for the first time each turn, counter that spell or ability. So much protection. I wish this was a card that you could use in Tristani. Then we have Sidisi, Hullbreaker Horror, Fell Spectre. I think that was another one of the cards that whenever opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. Fun. We got Blood Artist. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Once again. Gonna be fun stuff. We have my guy Vito. Creatures you control can gain lifelink if you do 3 and 2. And whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So again with the... I'm so excited to see how this all works out. Then with the Sangromancer, whenever a creature an opponent controls die, you may gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent discards a card, you gain 3 life. Amazing! Then we've got the Reality Chip. This one I really like. You can look at the top card of your library anytime. With a milling deck, you always have a chance of losing a lot of the cards that you need to, milling them. With this, before you play a card that'll make you self-mill, I can always know what the top card is going to be, so if it's something that I'm like, I definitely need that, I don't want to mill that, the Reality Chip's got me covered. Plus, as long as your Reality Chip is attached to a creature, you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. So in order to attach it to a creature, you just gotta use the reconfigure, which is 2 and 1 blue. So really it's not too bad. Should be pretty affordable. Milling is basically when you take the top card of your library, so the cards that you draw from, and you put it directly into the discard. So mill deck, the whole point is to, if your library has no more cards to draw and you're supposed to draw a card, you lose the game. But the thing with my deck is I have cards in here that say if you need to draw a card and there's nothing left in your library, you win the game instead. So yes, that's what milling is. Then we got Shieldred. This one, beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the player sacrifices a creature. Oh, and you get stuff back from the graveyard every upkeep of yours, that is. We got the Containment Construct. Whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from the graveyard. If you do, you may play the card this turn. So this one's just nice, you know. Milling and discarding, a lot of, you know, all that will happen. So this way, if I have to discard stuff and I need it, I just haven't had a chance to play it, but I can save it and make sure to play it. Then of course we got Sir Conrad, because what would this deck be without him at this point? Because each player puts the top card of their library into the graveyard for 1 in black. But then we also have whenever another creature dies or creature card is put into the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's just fantastic. I love it. Then we got the Milliken. You mill, and you get a colorless. It's fantastic. Then we got my guy Bravak. He was actually the original commander I was going to use for my mill deck before I decided to make it blue-black. Because if an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill twice that many cards instead. I wish I could include myself too, but you know, it's fine. Then we have this one, which is a defender, which is nice, but more importantly, when it enters the battlefield, target player mills 4 cards. Nice, more milling. We have our Towering Wave Mystic. Whenever it deals damage, target player mills that many cards. So I don't think I really have that much in terms of like +1/+1 counter type stuff, but if I did get counters on there, that could be super great. Then we got this boy. I'm not too worried about the attacking. It's kind of hard to get him, so he can attack. He does have a decent amount of, you know, stuff, considering he only is 2 to cast. But if you tap him, each player puts the top card of the library into the graveyard. So it's just like, you know, free mill a turn. We have this guy, kind of similar, but he only needs 1, not very strong. But tap and target player puts the top card of his or her library into his graveyard. We have this guy, Mind Slicer, from the list. Pretty spooky dude. See, so when Mind Slicer is put into the graveyard from play, each player discards his or her hand. So this is a card that, like, people are not going to necessarily be super stoked about killing, because when they do, they lose their hand. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Then we have Carry, because it's got flying and ward for 3. Pretty great. And then when it dies, you can return any number of target non-land permanents with total value 6 or less to their owner's hands. So just be like, okay, everybody take back your low quality creatures or enchantments or whatever. And then also the other option, mill 6 cards and return up to 2 instants and sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. This could be so helpful in getting back the stuff that I need in order to, you know, do super well. Then we got our body of knowledge. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hands. You have no maximum hand size, and whenever it is dealt damage, you draw that many cards. And we have Gadwick the Wizened. Draw X cards, so you know, do that. And whenever you cast to do blue spell, tap target non-land permanent and opponent controls. So you know, they have to suffer. Then we got Emery, Looker of the Lock. And it costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. I don't have a ton of artifacts in this deck, but it works out that I have some ready. Very convenient. Then when Emery, Looker of the Lock enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard, some more milling. And you can also tap, choose target artifact in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. So once again, getting stuff back from the graveyard, very helpful. Now their Mire Trident, it's got Death Touch, and when it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards, gain 2 life. Great stuff. Morbid Opportunist. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw cards. The ability triggers only once each turn. So you're not just drawing extra cards. Never a bad thing in the mill deck. This one, whenever it enters the battlefield or dies, you get to mill 2 cards, plus that was flying. And then my guy, Laboratory Maniac. Once again, if you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. So yeah, that is my deck right now. I'm working on getting a few more cards, like I said, to finish it. But I'm so excited to play it. It is gonna be so much fun. Let's see. Okay, I should look at what's going on in the chat. Altar of the Brood. Okay, that almost sounds familiar, but I'm gonna have to actually look it up. Altar of the Brood. Why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts a top card. Oh! I do quite like that. Is there only one printing of it, though? Cons of Tarker. I actually think we have a box of this, but it's rare, so it probably would be in the box. It could, though. These are like $5–6. Let me write this down. And let me check orders, because I just realized I haven't done that once tonight. Also, Max, I emailed you back, but I think I said $6 for shipping. Let me just look at your pile. Yeah, $6 should be correct. If it's not, you'll have the email too. You can check that. I don't think we have any orders though, so fortunately it doesn't look like I accidentally ignored anyone. So there's a fortunate thing there. Alright, now let's see, what else? Tegra, God of Freight? Alright, let's start writing these down. We'll start off with our Altar of the Brood, because that definitely would be pretty fantastic. Plus another artifact, not bad, especially considering I have Tezzeret and Emery, and both of those, you know, the more artifacts the better. It's kind of weird having Tezzeret in here with not a ton of artifacts, but that's kind of one of the things that I'm working on, is getting more artifacts, because I have too many creatures, because I always do that. I always put too many creatures in my deck. At least they're all like a lot of like enchantment creatures and all like creatures with special abilities, but even then, you know, having more artifacts, sorceries, enchantments, instants can also be really valuable. Alright. So what am I looking for again? Looking for Tergrid? I think that's an Tergrid. Yeah, God of Fright. Oh, yes, Fright. Menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from the graveyard on the battlefield under your control. So that's nice if you can't pull Rise of the Dark Realms. That's pretty decent alternative. Not gonna lie. Oh, it's in Kaldheim. Cool. Then anything else? Ooh, that showcase version though. Alright, so it looks like it's just in Kaldheim. We should have Kaldheim stuff. I mean, we literally have a Kaldheim box. I know, because we have stuff for all the most recent sets. So yeah. God of Fright. Because that would absolutely be fantastic. Costs 5, but honestly, considering how many creatures you can get from it, definitely worth it. And Altar of the Brood only costs 1, so decent stuff. So email sent $6 through CashApp. Perfect. I should be doing shipping either tomorrow or Wednesday. Let's see. This probably won't be home most of tomorrow, but I might do it like before I leave the house. Go ahead and write your name down. There we go. And I'll get that taken care of. Hey, welcome Pokesly. Good to see ya. Called Waste Not. Alright, let's check this out. Waste Not. A little more expensive. Whenever an opponent discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Whenever an opponent discards a land card, add 2 black to your mana pool. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. Okay, I definitely like that. And now see, if I had that integrate at the same time, I'd be getting token creatures plus whatever they put in the graveyard every time. That would be fantastic. Waste Not. It's impossible not to put ridiculous amounts of money into decks at this point. It sounded a bit off. I mean, I would not know. Other than that, my voice has been a little scratchy the last couple days. But, that's just because I stream and talk too much. Alright, was there one more? I saw Library of Lang Artifact Staple. Okay, let's check this out. Let's see. There's no limit to the size of your hand. If a card forces you to discard, you may choose to discard to the top of your library rather than to the graveyard. So I don't necessarily want to do that. If discard is random, you may look at a card before deciding where to discard it. Alright. So I think there are definitely some pros to that. Personally though, I don't know if it'd be the right fit for my deck. Well, I guess I could do some things with it, like if my self-mill isn't going super well and I want to focus on getting some other stuff. I'll write that one down as a maybe. Got Library of Lang. I don't know where I'd find one though, because I don't think we have one of those at work. And it looks like it's mostly from older sets, so I don't know if I'd know anybody that'd have one, but I'll look into it. Hey, welcome Trev, good to see ya. I appreciate the like. Let's see. Combo, I love you. Voice not integrated on the field. Then overload Cyclonic Rift, and then play a card called Windfall. Alright, Cyclonic Rift. I know I've heard of that, but I don't remember what it does. Cyclonic Rift. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand, and then overload 6 and 1 blue. You may cast this spell for its overload cost if you change its text, replacing all instances of target with each. Nice. That's a pretty expensive card, especially the spicy borderless version. Let me write that down. Cyclonic Rift. And then alright, and then this Windfall. Let's see what this does. I can't spell, can I? Windfall. Is it just one word? I think probably. Recommendations for starter deck. Personally, I built both of my commander decks, and the only reason I bought a deck for playing standard is because I just don't have time to build a full deck, so I'm just gonna so I bought my deck and then I'm gonna just edit it. So personally, I would not be the best person to recommend a starting deck. I mean, I should know more because I work at a card shop, but we actually don't have that many pre-cons. I mean, standard-wise, we only have the Pioneer decks, but not that many people are interested in standard. It's mostly Commander. I mean, we do have Commander decks too, but in terms of starter, I don't really know what would be the easiest to play right off the bat, to be honest. Windfall. Now what does this do? Each player discards his or her hand and draws cards equal to the greatest number of players discarded this way. I think I might have actually been looking at this, or something just like this. Let me look at what I sent a bunch of, a list of a few things that I am looking for to someone, cause, let's see, Dread Summons, Mind Sculpt. Oh yeah, Windfall, that is one of the cards that I actually asked about. Or no, I don't know if I asked about it yet, but I did take a picture of it, I need to get a Windfall. Let's see, what did I ask about? See. Oh, I mostly just asked about some lands, because I can't find my command towers. It's kind of rough. Oh, Jace, Memory, Adept, Court of Cunning, Mind, Funeral, and Nemesis of Reason. Those were the non-lands that I had asked about so far. But, yeah. There are a few others that I haven't asked about yet. Probably because I was looking at it 2 a.m. and there are not a ton of other people that like to stay up that late. So, yeah. Alright, what's this next one? Trepanation Blade. Yeah, there's not too much going on in my deck in terms of attacking strongly, but I mean, there are certain things. I mean, like, if I use my, like, Rise of the Dark Realms, then yes, I'd have a lot that I could attack with, for certain. See, whenever a quick creature attacks, defending player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he reveals a land card. Oh, see, now I found a similar card, but I think it's like a sorcery or an instant that does, like, the same thing. Creature cancels. Write that down. The Pikachu pin. Altar, yes. Love that Umbreon Altar. I so badly wish that I could have gotten the VMAX Umbreon Altar, but I'm pretty happy with the fact that I have 3 of the Vs. 2 of them are in Japanese, but like, that's honestly still pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Let's see, let me hurry and write down this Trepanation Blade, and then maybe I should actually open some packs, because I'm never gonna get done with stream if I just, like, don't start opening these. I've got so many right now. Alright. Just stick these back in here until I can actually get to play on Friday. I mean, I might trade for some of the cards. I mean, so what I'm really hoping for is if I can pull a foil Olivia in here, the person that has a bunch of the cards that I need wants that card so badly, so I can trade the Olivia for a pile of cards that I need, and it would be fantastic. Okay. I think we're tidied up. I don't believe I've got any orders. Need some lip gloss, and then we can get going. Kingstone Traumatize. Just like email me a list of these. Let's see. We've got Keening Stone. That sounds like really familiar. I may have looked at that before. Keening Stone Traumatize. That's exactly what this deck is gonna do to anyone who just, like, you know, wants to just exist and play. But all of a sudden nobody's gonna have any cards in their libraries, and they're just gonna be like, what happened? Why did it all go wrong? And I'm just kind of laugh, be like, this is fun. Trade you for a Trapinch for Charizard VMAX. I should have some pretty nice Trapinches. If you're, I'm thinking what you're saying is that you want Trapinch and you're gonna give me Charizard, or is it the other way around? I'm honestly kind of lost. But I do have Trapinches. I don't know if I have some within my immediate, like, right next to me, but I do have them somewhere. If I send you a list of cards, where do I go? I should have my email in the description. There's going to be 2 emails. One of them is my shipping email. It's pretty obvious because it's zellaveire.shipping@gmail.com. But if you scroll down a little farther, somewhere I should have my regular email. Yeah, towards the bottom, it's just zellaveire@gmail.com. So, you know, the name of my channel, my name, @gmail.com. Spelled exactly the same. That would be a fantastic place, because then I wouldn't have to chaotically try to write it down. I mean, I feel like most of this is pretty readable. Mostly. Alright. So we don't have orders. That means I can continue opening packs. See if we can get any of those Sanctums. I just remember when they started, like, going up in price like crazy at work. And I was like, why are these selling so quickly all of a sudden? And I look and I see that, like, everybody's buying them, and somebody brought up that the new like shrine stuff with Kamigawa, and it just was like, that actually makes sense. Alright, starting off with Knight, with a Forest, Thieves Guild Enforcer. I literally was considering putting this card in my deck. Hey, we got one! We got our first Sanctum, Sanctum of Calm Waters. Got Obsessive Stitcher. Draw a card, discard a card. We like that. 2 blue and black. Sacrifice Obsessive Stitcher, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's actually not bad. Conclave Mentor. That is life equal to its power. Okay, that's kind of cool. Wish Queen Crab. Legion's Judgment. Pitchburn Devils. Prismite. Fear of the Bitten. Llanowar Visionary. Citizen Training. Village Rites. Home Anima, and Defiant Strike. Favorite Pokemon of all time? Mine's Arceus, because, I mean, he's the god of Pokemon. Can't really go wrong there. Very, 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 very close second, though, would have to be Flapple, because he is an apple dragon. But, yeah. So, Arceus is number one. Hey, it was great having you, Jabby. I would greatly appreciate the list. So, thank you very much, and have a good one. Working 4 hours. Oh, that's rough, not gonna lie. Fortunately, I still have like 14 hours till I have to work. I guess technically, though, I do consider YouTube like a part-time job, so you could say I'm working right now, but I really love doing this, so it's not like bad working. But then again, I love my actual, like, job too, so I don't know. I just refuse to work jobs that I don't like, so I stream, I work at a card shop, and I do TCG player, and I'm pretty content with that. It's good stuff. Also, I just realized that you did a super chat. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't notice that at first, but I greatly appreciate it. And I keep getting distracted, but I got one more pack of this. Let me hurry and sleeve up Thieves Guild Enforcer and the Sanctum of Calm Waters. I mean, it's probably like $1, so it's not worth a ton, but I just really, really wanted to pull one of these because I've had to sell so many of them at work. Like, it got to the point where I just stopped putting them back in the box and I just leave our pile of them out where I could easily find them. Because, like, I kid you not, they just sell constantly. So, yes. But, I mean, hey, you know, if you can't watch all the stream now, it does get recorded and be on later. And eventually, I do plan on trying to do some earlier streams, but it doesn't happen a ton since usually I just like wake up before I have to leave the house, and then I leave the house and gone all day and come back late at night to stream. Okay, you know what, this time, see, is it right the first one or like the second one? I don't know, we're just gonna put the 3 there to the front. Nice. Alright, and then we have a nice angel token. I love that. Definitely applicable because I, you know, need those. We have a Canopy Stalker, Faced Fetters, Lorescale Codal, Skeleton Archer, Return to Nature, Roaming Ghostlight, Deathbloom Thallid, Drowsing Pteranodon, Defiant Strike, Destructive Tampering, Valdalian Arcanist, Secure the Scene, Dismal Backwater. It's a blue-black. Did I already put this one in my deck? Or not? I don't know. Wait a second. Is this the same one that's in Kamigawa, or am I just confused? I need to know. Dismal Backwater. Mystery Booster, Commander 2020, 2021. Deck. Commander, Fate Reforged, Cons of Tarker, Eternal Masters, Ikoria, Kamigawa. So yes! I do have the Kamigawa version of this one in my deck. Ooh, we got a foil. Citizen Training. Whoa, that's kind of cool looking. I believe that is the showcase of Garrick's Harbinger. Kind of sounds familiar. I don't know if it's something I have in my deck or if it's... I mean, I do know I have a couple Garrick cards in my Tristani deck. I don't know about this one, though. Either way, it's kind of cool. Hexproof from black. Whenever Garrick's Harbinger deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a card or Garrick Planeswalker card, a creature card or Garrick Planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. So that's something I would, you know, particularly care about having in my deck. But definitely could be very applicable to another deck. And I mean, it's not like it's bad. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really worth anything. It just looks pretty. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. We like pretty looking cards. And I'm not gonna worry about sorting these for now. I will sort them all later. Just anything that goes in sleeves stays out. So yeah, not bad. Glad we got a Sanctum, because that was all I wanted to do. Of course, if I got the Stone Fangs, that would be the best Sanctum, because I just know that's the one that sold out first at work, and I think it's the most expensive one now. Sanctum of Let's see where these are at. Sanctum of... Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. But that one's a rare, so of course it's worth more. Sanctum... That's from something different. Sanctum of Stone Fangs. Yes. Wow, it's up to almost $3? But, yeah, about $3. It's gone up a lot. Definitely more than the other Sanctums. But yeah, so that was the one I wanted to pull the most. But the place did have a few more packs, so I might buy more. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm gonna check orders real quick, and then I gotta decide what I'm gonna open next. Should I open the double feature, or should I open Throne of Eldraine, or some Core 2014? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we got any orders yet, so still not opening any Battle Rouge. The Battle Rouge isn't supposed to be in 5. I'm actually gonna change that. I was originally like not sure if I was gonna do it at 5 or 6, but thinking it through now, I don't know why I put it at 6. We're just gonna move it to 5, because that makes more sense. Oh wow, now it's extra large. We'll make that just a little bit smaller. That really wasn't that much smaller, but yeah, there we go. Fix that. Now, to decide what to open next. You know, I've opened a lot of double feature before, though. Decisions. What do y'all think? Should we do a poll? Are there enough people here to even do a poll? Now there are not enough people here that I'm gonna do a poll. We'll just start with this one since it's right in front of me. Then we can open the other two. What's even better about this is there's only full box they had, but the guy was like, if you really want, I could probably like order some more if you're interested. Like, it's a pretty chill little small shop, and I've been a customer there for a good couple years now. I used to go there all the time, but I don't as much anymore now that I work at a card shop. I get most of the stuff I need there, but we ran out of double feature and I don't think we're getting any more. But, you know, different distributors and stuff. So this shop sounds like they can get more. And so if I decide that I want more, I can just let them know. And I mean, there was one time I had him order some Dragon Ball Z stuff that I wanted. Because, like, they can get Dragon Ball Z stuff, but, like, they just hadn't, like, gotten it much in a while because it's not very popular in my area anymore. But I was like, hey, are you getting the next set? He's like, I mean, I can talk to my distributor about it. He did. He helped me get some. But then I ended up buying too much of it, and now it won't sell. So if anybody wants some Challenge Showdown, it'd be much appreciated. I'll just wait until it's worth a ton of money, and it'll be fine. Alright, we got a Candle Trap, Plummet, Flip the Switch, Bird Admirer, Vampire's Kiss, Repository Scab, Griff Rider, Belligerent Guest, have a Sunset Revelry, Sunrise Cavalier, Magma Pummeler, Cloaked Cadet, Pithing Needle, that's our first rare. I don't remember how good this one is. Dorothy, I think this one might be a few dollars. And Heron Blessed Geist, that is our first foil. It's a common, nothing too wild. I'm actually going to throw a divider in here so the bulk between the sets won't get mixed, even though these cards obviously look very different from the ones in Core 2021. Alright, let's go ahead, sleeve up these rares. See, there we go. And I'll add those to the pile up here, and on to the next pack. My main goal is to get an Olivia foil. I pulled a regular Olivia in my first box of this set, but I need that foil because that's what he wants. There you got a Festival Crasher, Blade Brand, Ritual Guardian, Morning Patrol, Pyre Spawn, Wolf Strike, Unhallowed Phalanx, Chill of the Grave, Boldaran Ambusher, Moonsilver Key, I think it's one of the better uncommons, Bloodtithe Harvester, Distracting Geist, Sungold Sentinel, I'm not really familiar with this one, Bloodvow Purveyor, and Sanguine Statuette. Intriguing. I guess that's an uncommon. Improvement from the common in the last pack. Sungold Sentinel. I'm curious about how good this card is, so I'm gonna look it up. Sun Gold Sentinel. Yeah, it's not really worth anything, but you know. The battlefield attacks exile up to one target card from a graveyard. Interesting. I don't feel like reading what the other thing does, so we're just gonna move on. Add those to the bulk. On to pack number 3. So far this box definitely hasn't been like the last one, but kind of hard to compare to the last one, which honestly I feel like legitimately could have been the best box of this set in existence, because it was insane. I mean, first pack, Meat Hook Massacre foil, that was wild. So yeah, kind of hard to compare to that. Got an Eccentric Farmer, Secret of the Key, Mounted Dread Knight, Jack-o'-lantern, Steelclad Spirit, Parish Blade Trainee. We got End the Festivities, Ragged Recluse, Loyal Griff, Mystic Skull, Pack Song Pup, Boarded Window, Tainted Adversary. Ooh, very nice mythic. I got the foil of this in my last box. That foil is worth a good bit of money. It's like a $50 card. Hey, Hullbreaker Horror, fantastic pull. And we got a common Unruly Mob. So I don't really know Tainted Adversary, what that's worth non-foil. Honestly, I don't know that it's a ton. But, let's look. Let's find out. Tainted Adversary. Looks like it's around $3 or $4, so not terrible. Nothing compared to the $50, though, of the foil one. Alright, let's check orders again real quick, because I saw some kind of notification. I don't know if it's actually for an order, if it's something else. I think maybe just the money I have on hold is available now. Oh yeah, yeah, that seems to be it. Cool. I hate that PayPal keeps the money on hold sometimes for like ever. Then it finally gives me the money, and it's really nice. I'm like, thank you, PayPal, it's about time. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, on to the next pack then, I guess. I always forget, I shouldn't flip it around backwards, because some of the double-sided cards, if they're the back, then I'll just know what my foil is already. Alright, we got a Bat Whisperer, Cathar Commando, Howl of the Hunt, Bait Hook Angler, Roll of Recruit, got Blood Fountain, Serpentine Ambush, Supernatural Rescue, A Natural Moonrise, Rise of the Ants, Rending Flame, Geistlight Snare, Champion of the Perished, Concealing Curtains, and Estwald Shield Basher. Need to get me some rare and mythic foils. Ready for the spicy stuff. I've just opened too much spice from this set, so like if I don't get anything crazy in this box, I'm gonna just feel really weird, to be honest. I mean, overall it's not like it's got terrible pull rates when you open a full box. At least, I don't know about like opening single packs, because I did open a few. I guess I did see get some like nice lands when I open single packs, but I mean either way I like opening booster boxes better. We got Duel for Dominance, Organ Hoarder, Famished Foragers, Novus Occultist, Heron Blessed Geist, Lacerate Flesh, Mulch, Weaver of Blossoms, Contortionist Troop, Gavany Dawnguard, Valorous Stance, Diver Scab, Tovolar's Huntsman, Olivia's Attendants. Now only if they were attending to an Olivia behind them. Nope, it's a Geistlight Snare foil. Man, if I could just get that Olivia, that would be so nice. Really would. Really, really would. Alrighty, on to the next one. I think after I open a couple more, I might start doing some of the 2014 packs, because I'm really excited about those. Alright, we have Abandon the Post, Arrogant Outlaw, Thraben Exorcism, Gale Drifter, Sheltering Boast. We got Grizzly Ritual, Alchemist Retrieval, Lantern Bearer, Ghoulish Procession, Winterthorn Blessing. Got Hero's Downfall, Dawnheart Geist. Ooh, fancy land. We got a Rockfall Veil, Sigarda's Summons, and an Honored Heirloom. It's another common. Bit of an oof. All these commons. But I am happy we did get a fancy land. I always appreciate those. Right. Can add those sack of rares. open a couple more of these before I start the Core 2014. Exciting. I've never opened that set before. It's pretty, you know, interested to see how it goes. Especially if I somehow pull that like random Jace card that I want. Seems like the Jace Memory Bearer, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that would be cool. Alright, we're starting with Candlelit Cavalry, Drownyard Amalgam, Ardent Elementalist, Eaten Alive, Militia Rallier, got Bloody Betrayal, Massive Might, Mind Leech Ghoul, Purifying Dragon, Brood Weaver, Spiked Ripsaw, Lambolt Raconteur, Puppet Stitcher, that one is not a rare, a mythic, Path of Peril, Intriguing, and Fear of Death, another common. Alas. Struggling to get them. Nice rares and mythics in foil. Oops. Puppet Stitcher. Curious what that one's worth. Like I said, I'm not familiar with it. Puppet Stitcher. It's not the best, not the worst. Probably around $4 or $5. Hey, welcome Alice. It's great to have you join. Hope you are enjoying. So if you're watching, does that mean that you're into a TCG or you're just here to vibe? And if you're here for a TCG, I'm curious what one you're into. Got an Unblinking Observer, Immolation, Blood Pact. We've got Soul Guide Griff, Ancestral Anger, Crushing Canopy, Courier Bat, Wanderlight Spirit, Cathartic Pyre, Vengeful Full Strangler, Skulking Killer. Got Twin Blade Geist, Dire Strain Rampage, that one is a rare. Alchemist Gambit, also a rare. Hey, we finally got a foil rare, Dream Shackle Geist. Let's see, flying at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to one, tap target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Okay, not bad, it only costs 1 and 2 blue to cast it. Dream Shackle Geist, I don't think it's a particularly good card regularly, but since it's in foil, anything is a possible. Let's see, foil is about $2 in foil, which is better than the like 50 cents that it would be otherwise, so I find that acceptable enough. Alright, let's open one more of these and then I think we'll start the Core 2014. I might hop back to this and then do some Throne of Eldraine. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to open the Collector Booster for Throne of Eldraine, because that's going to be pretty exciting. Like, I'm really stoked for that. Especially if we pull the Foil Showcase Brazen Bar, because that would be insane. Or the Great Henge in foil, that would be really neat. Alright, we got Path to the Festival, Geist Wave, Stuffed Bear, Gluttonous Guest, Siphon Essence, Fierce Retribution, Evolving Wilds, Diagraph Rebirth. There's an Heirloom Mirror, Dreadfuge. Got Infestation Expert, Can't Stay Away. There's a lot of cats. Howling Moon, and Dawnheart Rejuvenator. Another common foil. That's what I told me about. Oh, that's awesome! I'm very glad that they decided to recommend me. And yes, Pokemon. Awesome. We like Pokemon. Pokemon's what got me into TCGs, so it will always hold a great place in my heart. Even if I open more Magic now currently, Pokemon is still what, you know, brought me here. I wouldn't be here if I hadn't gotten into Pokemon. Such a good decision. Whoops. Accidentally showing you that we're pulling something spicy. Got Hedgewitch's Mask, Bounding Wolf, Devious Cover-Up, Brimstone Vandal, Skyward Scab, Estwold Shield Bastard, Daybreak Combatants, Hookhand Mariner, Aldrich's Outrider, Kessig Naturalist, Markov Waltzer. Got a Storm Chaser Drake. Ooh, okay. That's pretty nice looking. Gisa Glorious Resurrector. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. At the beginning of your upkeep, put all creatures exiled with Gisa's Glorious Resurrector onto the battlefield under your control. They gain Decayed. Creatures Decayed can't block. And attack sacrifice at the end of the combat. Curious. Ooh, another fancy land. Storm-Carved Cups. And a wedding announcement for the rare. I don't think it's a particularly good rare, But pulling it in foil is always a win. I mean, overall, this pack, it had a fancy land. So I like that. I don't know how good this geese is, like, you know, but I feel like it's a pretty solid card. Anyways, that was one more pack than I was planning on. So, let's try out Core 2014. My first packs of this set ever. Excited that I also get the fancy box. Also, that means more storage, which I always need more of. Let's see if I can get this plastic wrap off. Ooh, ouch. I almost gave myself a cardboard cut. Struggle is real. Alright, we will move that out of the way. Got this weird little booklet. I think it just says like what's in the set maybe? It's kind of cool. Fancy box. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that! Like a magic, what you doing there? That is a really weird way to package, but okay. I got the rest over here with wow. I did not see that coming. Oh, in the boxes you have to actually put them together. Comes with 2 deck boxes. Can't hold decks with sleeves though. Oh, okay. I'm now unsure how I feel. Why? Why? I'm putting the dice with it. That bothers me. But okay. I'm just gonna move that. Hopefully it didn't leave any imprints in the cards. It's a cute little dice though. Got our M14 on it. It made it not very crisp. What's this little thick thing we've got here? Is it like a thing that teaches you how to play? I don't know. But it's got a lot, so I'm gonna just put it to the side. But the lands aren't even in their own separate wrapper? Why? What the heck is this, Wizards of the Coast? What were you doing back in 2014? Oh wait, no, maybe the lands do have their own individual wrapper. Still very uncomfortable though. Wow. Yeah, not sure how we feel about that. That was just a little bit weird. It's a thick thing of lands. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I guess I have them now. I'll just like put those in there. But we have our 9 packs. So, yeah. I'm gonna just put this box over here for now. Whack my camera on accident. Throw that in my pile of Yu-Gi-Oh dice. And let's see how my first pack of the set goes. See if I can somehow pull the one card that I know is in the set that I want in my first pack. What is this? Oh, it's a token. A sliver. Cool. We have a Shadowborn Apostle. Deck can have any number of cards called Shadowborn Apostle. Cool. 1 black, sacrifice 6 creatures named Shadowborn Apostle, search your library for a demon creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Interesting. Marauding Maulhorn, Naturalize, Trollhide, Duress, Siege Mastodon, Deathgaze Cockatrice, Cancel, just like no, Wild Guess, Canyon Minotaur, Blightcaster, A Quarter's Shield, yes, Diabolic Tutor, I needed this card! Search your library for a card and then put that card in your hand and shuffle your library. Man, this is like exactly what I needed. Nice. Very nice. We have a Burning Earth. This is our first rare. It's weird that it doesn't have like the little full thing, but it's because it's older. Whenever a player taps a non-basic land for mana, Burning Earth deals 1 damage to that player. Oh. And we have a Forest to go with our stack of lands. Very nice. And I'm so excited that I pulled this. First pack of the set, we got a Diabolic Tutor. I mean, not as good as like a Demonic Tutor, because I'm pretty sure that card has less of a cost. But like, this is still gonna be very helpful. Let's see, what's the cost on Demonic Tutor? Yeah, see, it only costs 2. One colorless and a black. This one technically costs twice as much. Until I'm able to get a demonic tutor, because they're a lot more expensive, this'll do it. I wonder if burning earth is, like, you know, worth anything. Burning earth. Nope, not really. Alright, now I think I saw an order, so let me check. And if we get orders for Brilliant Stars, I have Brilliant Stars packs and we'll show the codes, but otherwise I don't know. I mean, I have codes somewhere, but a lot of them are in a pile of stuff that I am selling, so I can't just like take those out of there. Alright, I see a payment from Mimic, but it does not specify what it is for. It's $4 though, so I'm gonna guess 2 of these, maybe? Oh, yep, 2 Korean packs. Right after I was questioning it, immediately saw the answer. Let's do it. This one is in a top loader. Just gonna put that one back over there. We'll grab one that's not in a top loader. I put that one in a top loader because I was testing to see if these would be something that I could mail in white envelopes if needed, and the answer is yes. They can be. Alright, first pack. We've got this little merchild sucking its thumb, apparently. That. Forest. These little dudes. And we got this knight guy. It's a rare. Pretty alright. Now let's see if we can get some foil. Not just foil letters. Because, I mean, rares are great and all, but ultra rares and super rares, those are kind of next level. Got a mermaid grown up. You got the skeleton dude. This is actually a pretty decent card, so we'll add that to the keep pile. We got this creepy fellow. Water. Ooh, okay. Prismatic. We take that. Very, very nice. Go ahead and sleeve him up. No idea who he is, but that really looks like a good card. I guess we can look it up based on the number. What? LOB-K. Oh, okay then. Tri-horned dragon. Okay, first listing I can find in Korean is Great Britain pound 35. That is not an American dollars, but let's see. Looks like this might. There's one that's like 15 to 20? 20? Alright, so it looks like either way, this can probably go in a top loader. So definitely a win there. Let's see. I don't know where my extra top loaders are right now. So we're just gonna put it in one of these. But when I ship it, I will get it in a top loader. I actually really don't like this thing. Instead of dealing with this thing, I'm just gonna find a top loader. Oh, unfortunate. There's a top loader just mixed in a pile of sleeves, so we can use that one instead of having to find the rest of them. I still really need to buy more top loaders, but I accidentally spent all my money on Magic the Gathering today, so much for top loaders. Alright, so that was definitely a win. Congrats on the Tri-Horn Dragon. Let's see, do we have a stack? Yes, we do have a stack for you. Stick those in there, and I think we have another order. So go ahead and refresh. $6, is that for 3 more? I'll wait for an answer. I'm gonna open another double feature pack. Snip. This is amazing. Burn the Accursed, Diagraph Horde, Candlegrove Witch, Return to Nature, Falconroth Celebrants, Toxic Scorpion, Undying Malice, Binding Geist, Seize the Storm, Overwhelmed Archivist, Into the Night, Skull Scab, Bloodline Colony, that one's a rare. Ooh, another fancy land! This box has got all the fancy lands, like, alright! And Burn the Accursed, another common. But it had another fancy land, so this pack was ultimately a win. And it's a Sanctum! Even though this one isn't technically a shrine, you know. Still fun stuff. Except for 3 more. Cool, cool. It is, in fact, 4 more. So let's see. Bring that down to 15. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we get in these ones. Snip. Alrighty, starting off with Kermit the Flower. Them. Axe thingy. That. And we got another rare. Looks like some kind of goblin boy with a weapon. Because why not? I guess most people in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I feel like, have weapons. Got this nice panda. And by nice, I mean he looks so friendly. We got this elf person. A book. Wing. And another rare card. They're like reaching at each other. It looks like they're about to like go together and make like a heart. You know. Definitely not like they're about to like attack or anything. Nope, not at all. Alright. Wow, my voice. Like I said, I've been overusing my voice a little bit. But anyways, we got this angry dude. Fancy orb. Firehead. Bird. Armor. Without a head. Alright, well, we got 2 rares. Not quite as crazy this time. But we'll get those added into your stack. And we'll stick these with the bulk. And I'll open another 2014. Because, yes. Jace Memory Adept, here I come. Wait, yes. Angelic Wall. Fog. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Okay. Might put that in my deck. That's actually really helpful. Plus, it's only costs 1. Seismic Stomp. Divination. Draw 2 cards. Not bad. Rumbling Beloth. Death Gaze Cockatrice. Act of Treason. Wild Guess. Pillarfield Ox. Vampire Warlord. Sarah Angel. Barrage of Expendables. We got our rare Fiendslayer Paladin. First strike. Lifelink. Can't be the target of black or red spells your opponent control. Not bad. Ooh, a foil. Flames of the Firebrand. Mountain. And a woof token. We take those. I like tokens. I think I needed more wolf tokens. I don't know if that's technically the right wolf token. But I will gladly accept it. Fiendslayer Paladin. Honestly, not bad. I like that it's got lifelink. That's always a great thing to have. So we take that. Alright, on to my 3rd pack of Core 2014. Essence Scatter. Lightning Talons. Vile Rebirth. We got Predatory Sliver. Merfolk Spy. Mark of the Vampire. Blur Sliver. Passivism. Fortify. Vampire Warlord, another one. Staff of the Flame Magus. Yes, a red spell or mountain enters the battlefield and you control, you gain 1 life. Not bad. Blessing. Planar Cleansing, that one is a rare. Academy Raider. Swamp. What? It's not a token. Stupid. Alright, well anyways. Destroy all non-land permanents. Nice board wipe, not gonna lie. Alright, now let me check. I think we got another order, so we're gonna refresh. I also just remembered that I have been very sleepy all day. Just wanted to let y'all know. Anyways, yes, we have a pack of Brilliant Stars. I don't know if I need to update that. Nah, I don't need to yet, because we got a whole box to open. Go ahead and rip this packaging off. Then, oops, go ahead and stick these over there so I can move the box, because it's just been awkwardly sitting sideways like in another box. It fell on the floor, but like at least it's not on my desk. But no, it did not make it to the trash can. Alright, 1 pack of Brilliant Stars coming right up. Here comes a Brilliant card. There we are. Whoosh. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. Let's get some spice. Starting off with a Fire Energy, Magma Basin, Crawdont, Ultra Ball. I have a Piplup, Shroomish, Purloin, Sneasel, Duskull, Grimer Reverse, and a Haxorus. Unfortunately, nothing too spicy in that one. Add those into your stack. Stick the bulk in the bulk box. I don't think there are more orders yet, so time for more magic. Alrighty, we have Pitchburn Devils, Essence Scatter, Archaeomancer, Brindlebore, have a Shrivel, Fortify, Predatory Sliver, Seacoast Drake, Goblin Shortcutter, Divine Favor. Enchant creature with Divine Favor enters the battlefield to gain 3 life. Enchanted creature is +1/+3. Interesting. Manaweft Sliver. Cool. Sliver creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. That's not bad. Staff of the Death Magus. Doomblade. Nice. Vastwood Hydra. We like Hydras. At least I like Hydras. That was a rare. And then we got another disappointing non-token. Hey, they have this same art in one of the cards from Core 2021, I think. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. I guess that's that. Now time to check if this Vastwood Hydra is any good. Because, I don't know, it looks cool. I know there are some really good Hydras. Vastwood Hydra. Nope, it's not really worth much. But we'll still give it a sleeve and add it into the pile of rares and things. Pokemon cards you have doubles that you're selling. Like what types of cards that have doubles? Like stuff from Brilliant Stars, vintage stuff, Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, anything. So I mean, I always have extra cards that I can sell. But there's a lot of cards to go through, and not all of them are like super easy to just like grab out immediately. So I mean, I showed a bunch the other day, but I was like specifically vintage, I think. Bloodbaron, okay. Shock. Claustrophobia. Enchant creature. When claustrophobia enters the battlefield, tap. Enchanted creature doesn't. Okay, nice. Got more fog. Rumbling Baloth. Archaeomancer. Tome Scourer. Canyon Minotaur. Minotaur Abomination. Wow. Griffin Sentinel. Staff. Why have I gotten so many Staff of the Flame Magus? It feels like this is in every pack. We have Blightcaster. Staff of the Mind Magus. Oh, maybe these staffs are just really common in this set. Ooh, Trading Post. Fancy Artifact. 1 and tap, discard a card, you gain 4 life. Not bad. 1 tap, pay 1 life, put a 0/1 white goat creature token onto the battlefield. 1 tap, sacrifice a creature, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. 1 tap, sacrifice an artifact, draw a card. It's not bad. Hey, is that Proling? I need these for my green deck. Alright, Trading Post. Pretty cool. No idea how good it is, but it's cool looking and it's a rare. Goes any sleeve. Anything. That is a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't think I've got too many things on my TCG player store right now, but we can at least check what is on there. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Alright. Let's see what I can find on here. I mean, I don't have a ton of stuff on my TCG player store. But, spicy magic. Most of my stuff on here is magic, since that's kind of what I open the most. But we can just go Pokemon. Oh, for some reason it had just magic selected. Let's see. We've got Arceus V-Star, Ultra Ball, Cynthia, Roseanne, Lucario, Inteleon. Multiple Inteleons. I think, ooh, there's like some random promo stuff. We do have the reverse Legendary Collection Nidorino. Got random foils. A lot of Brilliant Stars stuff. I think that's like the spiciest of it that's on there. So nothing too crazy. And then we do have some cards back here. this the right stuff? Maybe, maybe not. Oh yeah, here's some stuff. So you got this Tornado CX full art. Honge Crow level X. Let's see. I don't know if you're here when I went through all of this the other night. This is some of the stuff I do have to sell or trade. Not the Espeon. That doesn't go in there. I don't know why Espeon was in there. Same with Tyranitar. So see, I guess only half of this stuff is the right stuff. Why the heck is he in a top loader? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, so there's some random stuff. I don't know if like you're interested in like lower price kind of stuff too. I mean, or you just got tons of random stuff like that. Lots of V's and VMAXs and full arts. Yeah, so there's a few things that I've got in there. If there's any like more specific type stuff you'd want me to check for, you know, in terms of like set, how old it is, type of Pokemon, anything like that, you can let me know and I can look through stuff more thoroughly. And yeah, but it's kind of hard to just pull out and go through everything because yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Right, I'm gonna open another pack of this. Child of the Night. Got lifelink. I like lifelink. Rumbling Blanc. Dawnstrike Paladin. Dust. Alter's Reef. Doesn't just cost sacrifice to draw 2 cards. Interesting. Passivism. Deadly Recluse. Has Reach. And Death Touch. Wow. Academy Raider. Coral Morphoke. Mind Rot. A Quarter's Shield. Windstorm. Deals X damage to each creature with flying. That's kind of cool. Blessing. Fiend Slayer Paladin, another one. Okay. Divination. Swamp. And another wolf token. Maybe some full arts. Alright. I can pull out full arts. Let me stick these in my pile and we can start going for full arts. Let's see. Should be full arts in here somewhere. I mean, a ton of my stuff like that is just gonna be in the pool game. Since, you know, it do be having lots of spice. But I should still have like a decent amount of full arts that aren't in there. Let's see. We have Dreadnought, Gardevoir, another Dreadnought, Darmanitan, Crobat, Pokemon Breeders Nurturing. There are a few. Professor's Research. Is that all for this stack? Might be some really random stuff in the rest of the stack. Let's see, here's another little one. Oh, there's Orbeetle times 2. Other random stuff. Ooh, we got the birds. Very spicy. Let's see. And it's a Florida shiny. So, I mean, I guess that's technically a full art too. Or alt arts. I don't have as many alt arts because I usually won't sell the duplicates I have of those even because I like them for my duplicate binder. But we can see. So what do I have in this box? Oh, there's one of my Japanese Umbreons. If I can find my other one, I wouldn't be 100% opposed to parting with one of those. There's another one of the birds. Got a Cortana Fort Shiny, Giovanni's Exile. Let's see. Oh, that's a spicy boy. And no more full arts there. Let's see what I got in here. Much randomness. See, I don't know if there's gonna be more full arts. I guess we have a shiny and Dee. I don't know if you really count shinies as full arts though. I feel like people could go either way with that. Yeah, that's the most immediate stuff that I can find. If there's like more if you'd want me to look for more stuff, it'd probably be ideal if you messaged me off stream and I could look and see if there's anything else. But as for what I can find right away, looks like we got all of this. Let's see, I'll just stick that over here for now. I don't think we've got any more orders yet. So let's open more packs. Camera kind of bumped it a bit much. Alright, we have a Shadow Beast Siding, Larder Zombie, Lambolt Harrier, Dress, Sanctify, Braid, Flourishing Hunter, Weary Prisoner, Firmament Sage, Join the Dance, Angelic Quartermaster. We have a Wash Away, that was one of the better uncommons. Malevolent Hermit, that was a rare. Dreadfeast Demon, also rare. An Infestation Expert for our foil. Go ahead and sleeve these up. Let's see, there we go. The lowest you take on the Umbreon. Oh, that's a difficult question. Let me see what is going for currently. Let's see. This is not super helpful. Alright, Umbreon is not cooperating, my goodness. Please just work, computer. Wait, let us see. So, the English one seems to be going around 90 to 100, I think. Around 85 to 95. And the Japanese is kind of hard to figure out prices on, because, you know, it do be a Japanese instead. I'm seeing it's like 80. No, that was not the right thing. See, okay, yeah, that one's at 80, 75, 85. See, that one's just over 90, 75. Just based on what I'm seeing, like that's 95 just like a week ago. That's hard. Let's see, because if it was the English one, I'd probably go like 95. But since it's the Japanese instead of English, I think I would probably go about 85. I think that like a $10 difference would be pretty fair, just considering that it's not the English one. Anyways, now on to more packs. Snip. We have Frost Breath, Plummet, Vile Rebirth, Dawnstrike Paladin, Hive Stirrings, Advocate of the Beast, Silver Construct, Scroll Thief, Quag Sickness, Academy Raider, Vampire Warlord, Brave the Elements, Phantom Warrior, Savage Summoning, that one is a rare, can't be countered. The next creature card you cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash. The spell can't be countered. The creature enters the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counter on it. Not terrible. It's an island, and once again, not a token. Very sad. Alright, let's leave up our rare. I don't think I'll go too much longer tonight. It's been fairly slow overall, and I'm quite tired, not gonna lie. Snip. We have a Hobbling Zombie, Blessed Defiance, Pestilent Wolf, Tireless Hauler, Bramble Armor, Doomed Dissenter. There's a Stitched Assistant, Drog Scroll Infantry, Corpse Cobble, Dreadhound, Bride's Gown, Honeymoon Hearse, Fateful Absent, that one's a rare. Dig Up, also a rare. And Celestis Sanctifier is a common. I don't know what the foil version of this common's worth, but I feel like I should know. I don't know if it's one I pulled before, just something I'd looked at. I know, but I'm gonna think about that for a little bit now. Man, this box has been pretty slow. Other than all the fancy lands, I have not really pulled much out of it. I mean, I guess I did get the Hullbreaker Horror, which is pretty alright. But I need some bigger spice, not gonna lie. Got Startled, Moonrager Slash, No Way Out, Ecstatic Awakener, Cruel Witness, Piercing Light, Lightning Wolf, Sporeback Wolf, Rite of Oblivion, Phantom Carriage, Fleeting Spirit, Witness the Future, Curse of the Shaken, that one is a rare, Eldarin Bloodcaster, also a rare, and Stormrider Spirit, yet another common foil. Only if I could get that Olivia. In foil, because I already got it non-foil in, so that was not what I needed. I need the foil one. Alright, there we go. Got those sleeved. Time for more double feature. I might actually save the Throne of Eldraine for another night, because I'm pretty exhausted, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of the packs I have right now. I've got Unruly Mop, Snarling Wolf, Stormrider Spirit, Tylus Holler, Rot-Tide Gargantua, Selhoffen Tumor, Unholy Officiant, Wedding Invitation, Necrosynthesis, have Turned the Earth, Vampire's Vengeance, Foreboding Statue, Geist Flame Reservoir, that's a rare, Hopeful Initiate, also rare, and a Rot-Tide Gargantua, yet another common foil. It do kind of be common to pull a common foil, but I need more spice than that, you know? Let's see, we've got 2 Core 2014 left. We'll open one now and then save one. Come on, big spice for the last pack that I will be opening for now. We got Claustrophobia, Marauding Maulhorn, have a Corpse Hauler, wow, Sundell Hawk, got Siege Mastodon, Lightning Talons, Giant Growth, Tome Scour, Charging Griffin, Ground Shaker Sliver, Steelform Sliver, Corrupt, Stonehorn Chanter, Burning Earth. Red player taps on this. I already pulled one of these. This is the second one. I have an island and another not token. It was a little bit rough, not gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. But I'm gonna just put this pack aside for now. And I'll get back to it at some other time. Snip. Alright, now I need the spice from double feature. We have Locked in the Cemetery, Stolen Vitality, Vampire Interloper, Silver Bolt, Adamant Will, Flame Blessed Bolt, Nature's Embrace. I have an Honored Heirloom, Lunar Frenzy, Fangblade Brigand. Yeah. Edgar's Awakening, Reclusive Taxidermist. I have Florian, Howpack Piper, and Lantern of the Lost. Just an uncommon, so at least an improvement from the commons. And I dropped it on the floor. Alright, got it. And we'll get both of our rares into sleeves as well. Alright, still hoping for some spice from this box. Let's get some good stuff. We got Sun Gold Barrage, Dawnheart Rejuvenator, Consider. Hey, that's a pretty alright card. Have a Tavern Ruffian, Pointed Discussion, Scattered Thoughts, Straddling Minister, Volduran Epicure, Infernal Grasp, Defend the Celestis, Retrieve, Biolume Egg, Rite of Harmony, that one's a rare, Cemetery Protector, that one's a mythic, and Wake to Slaughter, which is a pretty mediocre rare, but it's a holo, and it's a rare, so I will accept it. Good enough for me for now. Let's see. I'm glad we did get at least a regular mythic in this pack. I need some foil mythics though. The last box was insane. I got like 10 mythics. 4 of them were foils. It was ridiculous. Ridiculously amazing, that is. Alright, time for yet another pack of hopefully spice. I have a Voldarin Stinger, Crawl from the Cellar, Celestis Sanctifier, Crossroad Candle Guide, Reckless Impulse, Witch's Web, Digraph Scavenger, Cradle of Safety, Dawnheart Wardens, Scab Wrangler, Ancient Lumberknot, Circle of Confinement, Reckless Stormseeker, that one's a rare, Henrika Domnathy, that one's a mythic. Flying at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Each player sacrifices a creature, you draw a card and lose one, or transform. Oh, I forgot we had our foil behind it. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Each creature you control with Flying Death Touch and or Lifelink is +1/+0. Well, okay, not bad. And we just got another common. Yeah, Henrika. Not a bad looking card. I mean, it is a mythic. Typically those are good things. Save up our foil and our rare as well. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this entire box, not gonna lie. We only have like 6 or 7 packs left, but I think I'm gonna just open 2 or 3 more, and then if we don't have any orders, I think I'll call it a night at that point. So if anybody does have any more orders, now would be the time, because I'm soon going to wrap up for the night. We got Bramble Armor, Revenge of the Drowned, Electric Revelation, Olivia's Midnight Ambush, now only if I could pull in Olivia, Heron of Hope, Hungry Ridgewolf, Mulgraf Millipede, Kindly Ancestor, Grizzly Ghoul, Flame Channeler, Crawling Infestation, Parasitic Grasp, Storm the Festival, that one's a rare, Sorin the Mirthless, okay, we take that. That is a very nice mythic. I'm giving Rise of the Ants for our uncommon foil. I'm glad we did get a spicy mythic in that pack, though. I don't think I have ever pulled him in this set before, so very nice, in my opinion. Alright, tidy up the bulk real quick. Let's go sit. You know, I've got some leftover pizza that I'm really looking forward to eating right now. It's from like a couple days ago, but it's still pizza, so therefore good. Got Raise the Effigy, Siege Zombie, Homestead Courage, Might of the Old Ways, Spore Crawler, Bleed Dry, Dreadlight Monstrosity, Fearful Villager, Root Coil Creeper, Outland Liberator, Grimm's Finery, Sigardian Paladin, Patrician Geist, that was a rare, Dollhouse of Horrors, also a rare, and Brian Comer, an uncommon foil once again. So far we've gotten no mythic foils. This box is not as crazy as the other ones, I guess, which makes me sad because those boxes were so much fun, but I guess not every box can be that spicy. Big sad. Alright, next bag. Then I'll check orders. We have a Flare of Faith, Tapping at the Window. Got Shipwreck Sifters, Shady Traveler, Aim for the Head, Wretched Throng, Nurturing Presence, Kessig Flamebreaker, Field of Ruin, Fading Hope. We have Screaming Swarm, Catapult Fodder, Grafted Identity, that one's a rare, Helena and Elena, Partners. I don't know that I've ever seen that rare before. And a Flame Channeler. Alright, another uncommon foil. I see how it is. I see how it is. Alright. I think there are just 3 packs left. I'll just finish off the box. And then we will call it a night. Because I'm so sleepy. I haven't necessarily been getting like the best sleep lately, and and by that I mean that I just haven't been sleeping enough. So yeah, I really need to get more sleep tonight. We have Falconmouth Perforator, Rotten Reunion, Gavany Trapper, we have a Harvesttide Infiltrator, Snarling Wolf, Persistent Specimen, Fear of Death, Weary Prisoner, Dryad's Revival, Bladestitch Scab, Markov Purifier, Griffering Cavalry, Bloodthirsty Adversary, a mythic, Creepy Puppeteer, a rare, and Common Blood Petal Celebrant for the foil. Yeah, another common foil. We haven't seen one mythic foil. I mean, at least we have gotten a good few mythics, but no mythic foils. I don't know what to do if we don't pull any mythic foils. This hasn't happened to me before with this set, so it's gonna be really sad. Alright, we have Clarion Cathars, Timberland Guide, Otherworldly Gaze. It's actually a decent common. Harvest-Tide Infiltrator, Blood-Crazed Socialite, Syncopate, Vampire Slayer. Got Desperate Farmer, Ritual of Hope, Foul Play, Cardgrapher's Survey, Frenzied Devils, Wake to Slaughter, Aerith Tormented Prophet, and, okay, it's at least a rare. Exile the top 13 cards of your library, then search your library for a card. Put that card together and shuffle. That actually could be really nice for my mill deck. That's actually would be pretty valid. Not gonna lie. The black and white. It really is quite fun. I like that they did something kind of different with it. I mean, of course, a lot of people hate on this set a lot, but I think that's just because Magic could. Wizards of the Coast could have done better with it, and maybe not made it cost so much. But in the very least, at the end of the day, it is pretty cool to have black and white cards. You have Falcon Abomination, this last pack, hopefully it's good. Defend Straight, Evolving Wilds, Negelgast Beguiler, Blood Petal Celebrant, Dawnheart Disciple, Ceremonial Knife, Vivisection, Ambitious Farmhand, Cobbled Lancer, I'm holding these too high, Innocent Traveler, got Sigarda, Champion of Light, that's at least a mythic, Consuming Tide, a rare, actually I have this one in my deck, and please be legit. Nope, it's not even a rare. It's an uncommon. Valorous Dance. For our last foil. Why is that Olivia so hard to pull? I literally pulled the best two cards in the set in foil. One of them twice. But I just can't pull that Olivia foil. Man, what a struggle. We did get some legitimately good stuff, but this box was nothing compared to the other two, not gonna lie. But it was still pretty fun to open. Anyways, I think that is where we will end tonight. Let me just check orders one last time, make sure I'm not missing anything, but then I am gonna go and sleep because I am so tired. It's rough. It's really rough. Alrighty. Looks like we should be good to call it a night. Sadly, we didn't get opening Battle Region tonight. Hopefully tomorrow. Will I be streaming tomorrow? Honestly, don't know yet. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, I think that is all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do, and I will see y'all next time.